Hi everyone, RodalynTV here, live from United Kingdom. So our topic for today is about snow. As you're aware, a while ago I just been outside, and later on I'll be sharing my Facebook link where I played with the snow. It's heavily snowing outside now. I don't know if you can see by my window, maybe not. I'll just open it. It's still snowing a little bit. um, Yeah, and we will be discussing about snow today, and then I'll be sharing a short clip from my live Facebook, or maybe I'll be sharing photos as well about snow. So, what is snow? So, let us understand what snow is. And special thank you to the Wikipedia, by the way. And yeah, where I got my source of information to share with you. And So snow basically is an accumulation of icy crystals within the clouds, and then they fall, accumulating on the ground, and where they undergo further changes now. And then it consists of icy crystals form in the atmosphere, and they increase in millimeter in size. They also precipitate and accumulate on surfaces. And then it metamorphoses in place, then it melts, it slides or sublimate away. Ayan. So we all know that Antarctica, Arctic, and all the other like North Pole, and all other places that where the location, geographical location of the Earth, of our planet, where places are famous with snows. So they can be very, as I mentioned earlier on in my Facebook, they can be very immaculate, so white and pure and so refreshing. But when it gets very, very thick, and I know you heard about avalanche, snow melt, or glaciers and all that now. So we will touch on it a little bit, but obviously I will be sharing a bit of information first, and then something all about, or just all about snow. Okay, and it also says here, so snowstorms organize and develop by feeding on sources of atmospheric moisture and then the cold air. Hi, Ate John of Vlog. Thank you for joining. And and then you have the snowflakes. No, during Christmas, the snowflakes are very famous. But do we really understand um, what they are and where they come from? So, according here to Wikipedia, it says that snowflakes nucleate around the particles in the atmosphere. They attract supercooled water droplets, no? And then they freeze in hexagonal shaped crystals. So that's why if you notice in our Christmas trees, in photos, pictures, snowflakes, the formation of those ones. So it looks like hexagon. So it freeze in hexagonal shaped crystals, and then the snowflakes, they take on a variety of shapes, no? So they are platelets, needles, columns, and rime. So as snow accumulates into a snowpack, it may also blow into drift, as in the sabi nila. So over time, it accumulates to snow by sublimation or freezing thaw. So bali nagme-melt siya eventually, okay? So when the climate in other countries where the climate is very, very cold, a glacier may form. Later on, we will tackle about glacier also, no? And then it says here, or otherwise, if it not formed to glacier, otherwise it will just melt seasonally. No, sometimes what I find interesting as well is that sometimes it it snows in one area and on the other part it isn't, even though you belong in the same country. My friend just messaged me now that we're snowing here, but in the other part of England, it doesn't. So it's quite interesting how those formation takes place. Yeah. Ayan. So I mentioned about snowflakes also. No. Um, what else can I share you here? So in terms of snow effects, so what are the snow effects in human activities? Hi, Mom Landorm. Thank you for joining. So we're just discussing about snow. Yeah. That's fine. And so, what are the effects in human activities, especially in terms of transportation? No? So, it creates the need for keeping the roadways, wings, and windows clear, no? Because it can be very, very dangerous. And in agriculture, especially, it provides water to crops and safeguarding livestock, no? So, and in terms, these are very good because what are the impact of snow in our in human activities in our day-to-day activities of living now? So as I mentioned to those, hi happy birthday to you once again. Thank you for joining. It's okay if you're at work, just listen. That's fine. Thank you for joining. And again, the in terms of transportation, taxis, trains, jeepneys, all forms of transport by land, air, or sea, the snow has a very huge impact for now. And because, as I said, it can be very dangerous, it can be very slippery, and it can put people's lives at risk. So, what are the necessary things that we need to keep an eye on or observe? So we need to make sure that we keep our roadways um, clear. No, here in England they do have like a snow salt. If you spread those salt, they are specific and compatible to the snow to help the snow melt away or to make sure that the path or the roads are not very slippery. So here in England they use this snow salt in order to keep people and the transportation or anyone from slipping away or from accidents, just to make sure that everybody is safe when they pass through it. Okay. In terms of agriculture, the effect of snow is that it provides water to crops, to our vegetables, plants, and all that. So it provides water because eventually it will melt at some point. So as we speak, so it's just made of crystal, frozen crystals. Eventually it will, when it melt away, it will become water, and it's very useful to our agricultural plants, vegetables, and crops. Welcome kulot ako 72. Ma'am, tamsak na ito muna to bigay ko Okay, that's fine. Thank you for joining, Kulot. Very much appreciated to Yum Yum, Herbias, Mom Londerm 72, and Ate Jonah Vlog. Thank you so much. Um, my apologies if I haven't been so active for nearly over a month because of the demand of my work. Yeah, and thank you so much for understanding. Actually, this is just I'm working tonight, so I will still be and just make the most of it. Now, virtual hug also, Kolot, ako 72, and to everyone who's viewing right now. And thank you sa paharang. So in terms of what you call sports, no? So snow, as we all know, they're very associated with skiing and snowboarding. So the impact of this snow obviously is very advantageous to this kind of sports. However, again, sports lovers, we have to warn them to be very careful and to make sure that they wear proper gadgets, proper sports and equipments as well. And snow machine travel and Wi-Fi. So the snow affects ecosystem now and as well by providing an insulating layer during winter under which plants and animals are able to survive the cold. Okay. As we are all aware, like penguins and all types of animals that lives in Alaska, Antarctica, and Arctic part of the globe, they're very, very um, susceptible to this kind of situation. So I think for them, or these animals or the plants that lives in the snow area, I think by now they kind of they have a very good coping or survival mechanism to protect themselves from this kind of weather now. Um, Lucky for us, we are not that highly exposed. No, it only comes seasonal or perennial, and yeah, so we just have to make the most. I know people like us who doesn't know or experience like that. Hi, Sister Jonah in Malaysia. Thank you for joining. And yeah, we just have to enjoy the most of it, and but be thankful that at least we experience it. So this is really my way of appreciating what snow does to our lives. Because sometimes when the weather is so ever so hot, we need a little bit of a break from that intense hotness of the weather. And to have the snow is some kind of relieving measure. You know what I mean? It helps us feel better, and yeah, and also just to somehow feel the cold instead of just pure heat all the time. I believe you also heard the word precipitation now. So again, I'm just sharing this simple knowledge, and my very source is Wikipedia. So special thank you and acknowledgement to Wikipedia for this kind of information. And and so snow develops in clouds. Now, according to this, that themselves are part of a larger weather system. So the physics of snow crystals development in the clouds results from a complex set of variables that include moisture content and temperatures down. So the resulting shapes of the falling and fallen crystals can be classified into a number of basic shapes and combinations. So ayan, kaya meron tayong mga plate-like, snow-like, dendritic, and stellar shaped snowflakes. I haven't heard of this, but yeah, it's so nice. So dendritic and stellar shaped snowflakes though that can form under clear sky with a very cold temperature inversion present. So ayan. So in order to protect ourselves from getting extremely cold, so you need to have, especially if you come to places now, if you come from a very hot weather zone, and before you travel or before if you want to spend holiday in those places, so make sure that you have your gadgets now. Your for example, so I have this one, my scarf. It's made of like something really nice and soft floral stuff. No, you will see in my video later on my complete gadget. So this one, it comes in a uniform kind of thing that this one is a bunny type of hat. No, it's very, so this one actually serves as a mask. So if you put in like this, I just want to show you, as you can see in my video later on. So what inside is something, the material is very nice and soft and and fluffy, and it's very good. So you put on first this one. No, okay, yeah. So and also, as you can see, I can utilize some of my um, costumes. You call it. I can do like this. No, wait. Sorry if it's just an immediate demo. So the purpose, this is multi-purpose. No, I can do like this, or like that to cover. This is my what you call a turtleneck type of thing. So I can cover like this to protect me from the cold, or so it's very or I can do I can just do like that to protect my neck. You know, once you experience the snow, it can really make you ill also because it can be very cold. So I also use this one. It's like a neck warmer. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So I use this. So I now have like a double thing for my neck. Ayan. So it's really because it can be really really cold, yeah. And this one, as I said, like a bonnet. So ayan, kompleto na. Tabingi. Wait. Ayan. So it's like that. And then this one, I use this. I know, Yum, you're very good in your design and things. So, ayan. Medyo natabingin ng konti. Ayan. So that would protect me. Ayan. Medyo tabingin ng konti. Ayan. Okay. And my gloves, I don't know where did I put my gloves. I think it's it. So I also have a thicker version of my gloves and my coat. They're very very thick also. So and then I combine them also with a thicker stockings and thicker, sorry, just take this off, it's so hot now. Thicker stockings, thicker tights, and thick booty as well. Yeah, so just to make sure that I'm fully protected. Otherwise, the cold, the snow gets into your feet. It gets into your hands, and then you can have these frost bites. Now, frost bites na tinatawag na it can be really hazardous or dangerous to your health when you're very very much exposed to the snow. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So that's about some tips on how to deal with the snow and understanding a little bit of about the snow. Okay, so we heard this what you call um so before we go to the avalanche, no, there's also what you call a cloud formation. So snow clouds usually occur in the context of larger weather system now, and then the most important of which is the low pressure area, which typically incorporate warm and cold fronts as part of their circulation. And it is productive sources of the product saan nanggagaling yung snow, no? Just to understand where it come from really. It says two additional and locally productive sources of snow are lake effect or also sea effect, SEA and the sea, no? Um, Lake effect, sea effect, storms, and elevation effects. So especially in mountains. So dyan daw sila nanggagaling, no? And we also have this. You can do your own research as well. So I just mentioned to you about mid latitude cyclones, low pressure areas now. So ayan. So just really sharing you to this. And ano ba? So these mid-latitude cyclones na sinasabi nila are low-pressure areas which are capable of producing anything from cloudiness and mild snowstorms to heavy blizzards. Now, have you heard about the word blizzards? Yan, it's another name. So according to this, during a hemisphere's fall, winter and spring, which are the type of weather that we have here in England or in the UK, the atmosphere over continents can be cold can be cold enough through the depth of the troposphere in order to cause a snowfall. So yun pala daw ang dahilan bakit nagkakaroon tayo ng snow. Ayan. And in the northern hemisphere, the northern side of the low pressure areas produces most of the snow. And for the southern mid latitudes, the side of a cyclone that produces most of the snow is in the southern side. No? So it's quite interesting talaga. No? It's quite fascinating to observe and to watch. No? Especially if it's your first time na sinong gusto mag-share ng mga snow experience niyo dyan, just feel free to comment. I got friends in Dubai before. They invited me to go to Georgia, but unfortunately I have to go back in England at the time. And it's so amazing. Hi Trisha and Ellen Ella. So it's quite fascinating to feel when people really appreciate and love to see it. Even my nephews and nieces probably they want to join and experience the real snow. But hey, so that's what it is. Really, when you get into the experience of having, I remember when I first time came here in England, and it was all of us, nine of us in a group. We were so excited and naive about it. We even lay on it, play with it. I remember creating a snowman, and we put carrots as as a nose, and then we put like funny stuff to create an eye, and then and to just have a full creation of a snowman. And then sometimes it lasts for days if it doesn't melt straight away. It's very nice. And then yeah, it's really interesting. No, it's really too interesting to somehow experience this kind of weather na since birth hindi natin nararanasan sa ibang lugar. So yeah, but just be reminded though, no, for the first timer who hasn't been in a place with a snow and you're planning to visit that place, just make sure that you plan ahead. You read more information about it, especially if you're driving, no, because it can be very, very slippery, no, and it can be dangerous also, and your safety will be put at risk. But also you need to guard yourself and ensure that you have a proper what you call this one, proper equipments, gadgets, and clothing wears. Now outer coats. um, I know there are shoes also which has like an anti-slippery, no, that you can buy. But if you don't have you don't have to. But as long as you're covered, the boots, no, tights, especially leg warmers, tights. You need have like warmer vest as well inside, no. Um, Otherwise, the cold is very very strong. It can be very very as I said, you just stay there for half an hour, and believe me, it goes into your bones. It's really really cold. But hey, I enjoyed it. And then what else do we have here? A cold front is the leading edge of a cooler mass of air, and it can produce frontal snow qualls, and it can have an intense frontal um, convective line similar to a rain band. I never heard of this, but anyway, those who are interested to explore more about snow, especially for the students who are viewing, who are our viewers, and then if these are relevant to your course, to your topic, to your research, or anything that you find interesting one day, then this video is for you. But for just usual viewers that would like to know more about snows, again, this is for you. And then a lake effect snow is produced during cooler atmospheric conditions when a cold air mass moves across long expanses of warmer lake water daw. Ayan, and then they create a water vapor. Yeah, so we got terms here about condensations or yung tatawag nila na cooling. Hang on, what tayo ba? So, orographic or relief snowfall is created when moist air is forced up the windward side of the mountain that ranges by the large scale windfall, tinatawag nila. So, the lifting of the moist up in the air, no, or air up the side of a mountain range results in adiabatic, I don't know that word, adiabatic cooling, adiabatic cooling, and ultimately condensation and precipitation. I know we heard about this during our high school, no, when our teacher discusses about condensations, about precipitations, avalanche, glaciers, snow melt. No, we hear this a lot of times, but do we really understand what they are? No, so it's quite interesting. If you're very good, if you excel physics, I think this is for you. you know. So the snow crystals form when tiny supercooled cloud droplets starts to freeze, nearly about 10 in diameter. So they have the specific units now. And these droplets are able to remain liquid at a temperature lower than negative 18 degrees or 0 degrees Fahrenheit, because to freeze, a few molecules in the droplet need to get together by chance to form an arrangement similar to that in the ice lattice. Ayan. Ayan, marami na, no? So these are also, so you can hear pag sinabi nila, if you heard the word snow flurry, snow shower, snowstorm, blizzard, so they're all families of snow. Ayan, it describes the snow events, no? So if the reporter, a weather reporter will tell you that, or you heard from them saying a snow flurry, snow shower, snowstorm, blizzard, it means it describes the snow events that is progressively greater, of greater duration, of greater intensity. Ayan. And a blizzard, ano naman yung blizzard? A blizzard is a weather condition involving snow and has varying definitions or in different parts of the world. Ayan, just like in United States, a blizzard occurs when two conditions are met for a period of 2 hours or more. Ayan. Um, and blowing snow can create. It says here sometimes it's just like the wind, that a strong wind, during thunderstorms and heavy rain, heavy floods. So ang blowing snow daw, it can create a ground blizzard. Ayan. So snowstorm intensity may be categorized by visibility and depth of accumulation. So these are very important terms, no, especially to our drivers and to those who drives different types of transportation, to our pilots, drivers, and everyone involved, motorcyclists, everyone involved in the snow. It's very important because when you are driving, visibility is very important, di po ba? So that's why even before you start driving, you need to start an eye test to make sure that you have the focus and you have the visibility um, that you need to require in order to keep driving safely, for in order to for us to have a safe driving skills. Ayan. So, and according naman dito, no, snowfall's intensity is determined by visibility. Ayan, the light visibility greater than 1 kilometer or zero point 0.6 miles, moderate visibility restrictions between zero point 0.5 and 1 kilometers, no? And the heavy one, visibility is less than zero point 0.5 kilometers. So these are very, very important po, no? To make sure that, especially if you're in a highway or in certain roadworks areas with a very narrow roads, no, and especially if you're traveling at night that you can't see anything and it's snowing heavily, it's just very dangerous, no. So glaciers with their permanent snowpack covers 10% of the Earth's surface, while seasonal snow covers about 9%, mostly in northern hemisphere, where seasonal snow covers 40 million square kilometers. Ayan. So that's about. I don't know whether you heard the word fern, FIRN. It says, maybe I can put this here. So fun. I don't know if you heard about this. I will fix this for you. Ayan. Ayan, fern. What is fern? It is also a form of snow. I never heard this before. But it has persisted for multiple years and has been recrystallized, ayan, into a substance denser than neve, yet less dense and hard than glacial ice. Ayan. Fern resembles cake sugar. Ayan, and is very resistant to shoveling. Its density generally ranges from 550 kilograms per cubic meter. Ayan, mas ano pala siya. It can often be found underneath the snow that accumulates at the head of a glacier. Ayan. And the movement there are ayan, let's go to movements naman, no? There are four main mechanisms for movements of deposited snow na tinatawag. So they categorize as drifting of unsintered snow. They have the avalanches of accumulated snow or steep slopes, and the snow melt during the thaw conditions, and the movement of glaciers after snow has persisted for multiple years and metamorphose into glacier ice. Ayan. So what is avalanche, no? Hi, Yum Yum, by the way, has her website there. So if you like to connect with her, just feel free to have a look. Ayan. So how do we understand avalanche? According to Wikipedia again, an avalanche is also called a snow slide or a snow slip, and it is a rapid flow of snow down a sloping surface daw. Ayan. So here, I'll flex it. It's a rapid flow of snow slide or snow slip flow of snow down a sloping surface. Ayan. Narinig natin to especially in the areas, no, slopy areas like where people are fond of skiing, no, in Switzerland maybe, and in different parts of the world where they have this amazing ski resorts na tinatawag, no. So you need to be careful when going to those areas because they're very prone avalanche prone areas, no. Avalanches are typically triggered in a starting zone from a mechanical failure in the snowpack. They call it slab avalanche when the forces on the snow exceed its strength, but sometimes only with gradually widening loose. So after initiation, avalanche usually accelerate rapidly and grow in mass and volume as they entrain more snow. So if the avalanche moves fast enough, then some of the snow may mix with the air forming a powder snow avalanche, which is a type of gravity current na tinatawag, no? So again, you just have to back up your resources or the information I've been telling you here with your own research po, no? With your own readings. Ayan. I mean, there are some terms here which I've never met before and I just introduced to you now. Ano naman yung glacier? Ayan. Pag ang snow, ano naman, ang snow melt, it causes periodic flooding, no? Once the snow melts, and especially in the heavy. We're talking here about really thick and heavy snow because if just simple snow like half an hour snow and it doesn't even grow in so much thickness, I don't think it will cause any flooding. But I'm talking here about like avalanches and in areas with a very thick, very deep and prolonged snowing. So once the snow melts, it can cause periodic flooding po. So what about glacier? Ayan. So glaciers form where accumulation of snow and ice exceeds ablation na tinatawag. So the area in which an alpine glacier forms is called a cirque, or Curie, or CWM. I don't know what that is, but it's called a cirque, and typically armchair shaped a geological feature which collects snow and where the snowpack compacts under the weight of successive layers of accumulating snow, forming neve. So further crushing of the individual snow crystals and reduction of entrapped in the snows turned into a glacial ice. Ayan. So at least no, we have this a little bit of understanding. I know it's quite It's probably this topic is quite intense, it's quite in depth, but this is just for the sake of a very relevant topic today. And the reason why I choose the understanding snow today is because it snows. It snowed here a few minutes ago, and or a few hours ago. And later on, I'll be sharing you my clip. It's in my mobile phone. It's in my Facebook, but I would just like to share with you now a little bit. So if you can just kindly listen a bit and what I'm going to be sharing. And if you want to see my photos and my experience, just go to my Facebook link. Or probably later on, I'll be sharing it in Instagram also. It's RodalynTV, the same name that I'm using here in my YouTube. So I'll just share it with you very, very quickly. Hang on a second. And ayan. You can hear me. You can hear me here. Anyway, so that's my snow experience, as you can see. Hi everyone. So I'll just be sharing this to you. Rodalyn TV here, live in United Kingdom, and I'm out here enjoying the snow. So I just want to share to you those countries, to my audience, those countries that doesn't have snow. This is perfect for you to experience. So I'm just sharing this with you today because I know those that doesn't have snow. I know they're dying and they want to experience it. So this is it. Yay, you feel it. It just falls like that, just like rain. But eventually, this is something icy. This is cold, and it's just an amazing experience to be out here. It's so refreshing, after several days of hard work. It's so nice to be out in the garden. So this is the garden where I live and where I work. So yeah, it's lovely. So so anong pag-usapan natin ngayon, no? So that's about it, and I'll be sharing you a bit of photos also. I don't know whether you can see it. Oh, not that much. And it's not very clear, but yeah, it's so, and no, a little bit of video as well. I think this one. It's just nice. So I lay on the snow, and then I play with it. This is just amazing background, really. So all the clips is all the same. So the whitey stuff that you see, the ground, the grass, the green grass is all covered with snow now, and hopefully it will last for a while. Now, as you can see the movements there. I'm just on top of the bench. Like, yeah, so you can see the movements, no? You can see the movements, the flaky stuff. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, so that's my snow experience for today. It's quite amazing. So yeah, so I'll be spending time with you. I'm quite happy. Those who wants to join me, Yum, you want to come up. And so for anyone of you who wants to come up, I'll be sharing you the screen. Wait. If you want, Yum, you want to come up, paste. Ayan. So, Mom Londorm, if you're still there, I miss you all. Ate Jonah Vlog, thank you, Ate Jonah in Malaysia. Special thank you to you for all the love and support. And Yum Yum Herbias, this is my way of greeting Yum Yum as well. It's her birthday tomorrow, I think. Am I right, Yum? If you want, and Ate Jonah, if you want to come up, it's been a while. If you want to join me, just tag just click on the screen, and I would love to see you as well. Mom Landorm. Yum, you want to come up? Wait. Ayan, so those are the topics about the snow. Let me just got a message. Just responding to my left hand. Ayan. Wait. Oh, okay. So Yum Yum is at work. She can't join me. So anyway, ayan. So I'm just responding to my friends too. So lahat pa kayo, meron na kayong mga ano, meron na kayong, tawag nito.
Quality.
Ayan.
It's a word that applies to every system, process, and practice that delivers a product or service to
Meron
a
na kayong,
customer.
sino pa si Ate John?
Quality means delivering.
Ayan. Sino pa walang harang? Kulot ako 72, I'll give you your jacket na, no? If you want to share your videos, ano. Ate Jonah, how are you na? And Ma'am Londorm, how's your channel? Yeah, so feel free to join everyone. Those who wants to promote their channel, this is for you. Just to catch up a little bit, just to give us a break from strong and hard issues that we share almost every day. So this is my way of easing up things. It's not nice just to be serious all the time. So we need something light. We need something comforting and reassuring after a heavy, intense dramas in our lives here on earth. So it's nice to have something, some kind of a relieving measure, to say the least. No? Para naman po hindi tayo masyadong stress sa buhay. Ayan. Special shout out to all my YouTube subscribers. Thank you for all the love and support and understanding with the RodalynTV channel po. No? It means a lot to me. As much as I love to be on the air every day, it's just not possible because of my duty schedule. Oh, that's fine, Kaloa. Thank you so much for dropping by. Feel free to share your channel, and then we can watch it also, no? And ayan, no? And to those na nahinto po yung subscription ko, so don't worry about it. I will be coming. I will be subscribing again soon. It's just sometimes it's just very difficult for me to juggle around my schedule, especially at this very difficult time now when we have to look after elderly dementia clients, and sometimes short of staff, as a result of the pandemic and all that. So we need there's a lot of flexibility and adjustment that I have to make, working days and nights sometimes, or afternoon. Sometimes I only have half day off or a few hours off, then back again to work. It's just today that at least I have half day or a few hours, and then I'll be sleeping after. I'll have my lunch after this and sleep, and then get to work again tonight. So and hopefully tomorrow. So it's a matter of flexing our time now. But I always look forward, and I miss chatting with you guys, just giving some tips of anything that I can share and throw on you, and yeah, and anything that I can pick up out there in in a giant ocean of information. No, as we're all aware, things are changing, but we just hope for the best at all time. So don't lose hope, stay calm, and as usual, always pray that we can survive this. Whatever weather, rain, sunny, snow, autumn, things like that, we can all survive and cope. Okay. Um, Sister or Ate Jonah vlog in Malaysia. How's your channel now? I hope it's growing. And congratulations, by the way, to my niece, Teacher SB, for reaching the 5K subscription or subscribers. That's very, very nice. I know she's really devoted to her channel, and I can see. And it's an advantage for her because she got students as well, so I'm just so happy. And for all those small YouTubers who are trying to reach your monetization channel or monetization requirements, all the best and good luck to you. And to everyone, like Teacher SB, Sham Sham Kalimlim, Ate Jonah Vlog, who else? Donya Agata, um, I know, who is it? Leah in Austin, in Texas, all my original YouTube supporters, who's been playing my channels. I shared TV online, Kuya Joseph, Duyan, and yeah, everyone who has been supporting me. Macy Francisco, who has been supporting me before as well, in my thumbnails. MD Lincoln Shah in Bangladesh, who's also supporting me in my other channels and part, and to my VIP family, Kangan family, and everyone who has been part of Mining City, and everyone who has been so supportive in my other company, and apart from my nursing job here in Care Homes of Distinction. Yeah, it's very special mention to you. And yeah, for everyone who has been, to my family and friends, who has been supportive of my channel, and to everyone who's just, who doesn't have a channel and who likes to view and visit my website. Thank you, thank you. Without you, our channel obviously won't be that active. No, you are the one who keep us. You are the oxygen. You are the air of our channels now. So for that, it is a simple act of viewing and watching and learning from our channel, but it means a lot to us creators. Now, YT creators, we are so appreciative of everything that you support us, to keep you informed. We are inspired by your viewing. Now, for us creators, um, it's sometimes it's going to be a challenge, a tricky to find an imaginative or a realistic topic that we want to share for you out there. And we have our duties and responsibilities also as a wedding creator, that we make sure that the viewers are very much engaged or involved in whatever we do, and it is our duty and obligation to give you realistic, factual, and very inspiring, motivational, and something exciting, something interesting. So to keep you hooked, to keep you well informed, and you get something to get from. So for me, even though I'm a nurse, I'm not just focused in my nursing world alone because it can be boring. Although in nursing, there's a lot of topics to explore, but I'm a kind of person who prefers to give a variety of knowledge and information sharing out there, because I know life isn't just all about one topic, one platform. Life is a variety. It's a mixture of exciting, fun, full of challenging kind of adventure. Life is a journey of a lot of stuff. So be it online business, be it nursing, be it travel, or all about something we are all suffering as a world, as a planet, the virus, some tips that we can help you with, warn you, be aware, and you have to choose wisely. So I hope you enjoy my Rodalyn TV channel. If you have suggestions, feel free to write in the comment. And I do read your comments, especially the students of Shamsham Kalimlim, Teacher SB, Tonya Agata, and Ate Jonah Vlog, and Isikayo in USA as well. And yeah, Sally, Simple Sally in Hong Kong, although they're not very active. And who else? And Nehat's vlog in Hong Kong, and and of course Shamyam in UAE, in Abu Dhabi, and to all my friends in Dubai also who have the channels. And yeah, to my beloved Fasa, Shikamdan YouTube channels also is also getting in touch with me. So thank you so much for all the love and support. And yeah, to all my fans, followers, and commentators, critics, and all that. So I have other channels also in my Instagram and Facebook, so you can see me there. Facebook, Rodalyn Love Emperado, and Instagram, RodalynTV. They're all connected anyway. So if there's something that you want to learn, if you need, you can ask me directly via my messenger. But if you want just to explore, if you want to go places where you haven't been, I have an amazing compilation of photos out there that you can watch and you can see. And again, if you have a problem, whatever it is, just feel free to message, and then we can, who knows, there's a solution for you in my channel. Yeah, so I got a solution for the likes of, if you're in need of financial support, but you want to start it off by having an online business. So I have my Kangen water distribution, my Rodalyn Simplify drop shipping company if you're already a business owner. And then we also have like a mining city if you're fond of trading, if you're fond of just earning rewards. And also the most important thing is I have my Rodalyn Simplify drop shipping company, which we have it's an online store where you can buy anything, a necessity in terms of your basic needs, clothing, jewelries, shoes, whatever, anything online. But most importantly, we have a specialty product called kombucha and matcha, plus the Bloom sanitary napkin, which is highly antioxidant. And it eliminates toxic substances in the leading brands that we're using, and it's very absorbent, highly absorbent, and the material that they use is very, very durable, very amazing, and at such a reasonable price. So it comes in a huge, in a box, a cute size, a well designed presented box, and it's sealed. You can reseal it, so there's no insects or any toxic materials that can get into the napkin itself. And it can last up to 7 or 9 months, I think, 5 or 7 months, I think. So that pack, it can cost like significant amount of money in pesos, but it will give you a link or an access where you can be a QSP member, no, qualifying membership, a gold member, uh, platinum, and then like a silver, or and then a VIP, a value in partnership level. No, but I can, as I said, there's a separate topic for that. But because my topic today is understanding snow, and then just an open discussion to you guys, just really spending quality time with you, just to talk about a lot of things or anything, and so that's why I have this special video for you. Okay, so I hope you're all well out there, and yeah, and again, so we've been through this seasonal period of um, challenging times in politics as well. So I hope you are all calm, but just keep an eye. Anything can happen. We are hoping too soon. We are passionate and very compassionate to campaign against corruption, to campaign against illegal people that doing some illegal things. So these are the things that we are keeping an eye on, apart from giving you some informative, inspirational talk, you know, and things like that. So it's nice. It's nice to have a channel like this where we can get in touch with you. So feel free to browse and explore my channel. So we're just finishing for in few minutes time. I'm just completing the 1 hour live video, and as I said, I'm gonna have my lunch and then sleep and then work again tonight. Ayan. So Walang gustong umakyat? Andiyan pa ba kayo? Eh, nakikinig lang siguro kayo, 'no? So, ayan, ano pa ba? Ma'am Lundorm, how are you na? I miss you. Ayan, so I hope you're doing well. Ano na, no? Magkakaroon ba tayo ng special Valentine episode? I think I might get in touch with Teacher SB. I know it's been a while. Kasi busy din siya and I'm also busy with my work. So hopefully I can be joining you again sometime soon when you go on live. Ang hirap lang po kasi because of the time zone, ano. Live kayo or it's early morning there or it's daytime with you and I'm like asleep or I'm at work. Because we're restricted not to use our phones, so I can't really do as much as I love to join you. So now and again, as I said, uh, konting ingat lang po, no? Just an update for you. We're still on lockdown here in England, but hopefully it will ease soon. Because it's really boring, no? We can't really enjoy the travel. Andiyan lang po kami sa bahay, you know. Good thing for me because I live where I work, so it's easy for me to juggle around. No, it won't be much boring because every day I have activities to do. So my body is focused now at the moment with work, and then only a few hours rest. But I feel for those people who doesn't have a job. I hope one day and sooner you will get back to work because it's very boring. It's very difficult. It's very awkward just to stay in your bedroom. No, I'd rather be positive in but no, obviously not. We don't wish that, but sometimes when you feel tired and exhausted of just working all the time and yeah and but I hope you do respect if you require isolation, please just isolate yourself for 10 or 14 days. um just respect that rule and then you come out to it and then at least you will be immune now, but just be careful. um those who are eligible for vaccination, just choose the right company probably. And I know there are good and bad. To some people, unfortunately, they feel bad about it, or they have strange or terrible side effects. But I know it can provide immunity, but at the same time, there's a lot of information out there that it cannot be good or it can be good or things like that. It's quite confusing, really. Um, but just follow your hunch. You, the thing is, in general terms, I know probably if the pure intention of all this is to get, but at the same time, if you really have to dive into it, some of it is some powerful people can be what can I say, can have also a expectation or the agenda that can harm people or that can be profiteering to their side and even make us more um, penalized in a way. I don't like to think that it's very difficult, no, and I don't want to assume either. But sometimes you can see it in our very eyes that there is remarkable, there is a massive um, impact of abusing people, those who are in power that abuses people, and just because they have this kind of credibility and authority to govern for themselves, and sometimes sad and unfortunate that they took the advantage of it to even more squeeze the people to become more in a poverty line, no, drawing into a poverty line because we cannot afford, um, or it's it's just like really giving us, letting us suffer because of their own other agenda. No, it's this is the sad reality nowadays. I just hope one day we can come out of it. Thank you, Adi Jonna in Malaysia, for writing me to keep safe, and you also, please, no, stay safe, everyone. Um, So personally, I'm not really very keen into the vaccination because I know my health problems. So I have severe allergic reactions. Even with the flu vaccination alone, I have these terrible blisters coming up my body, and of course, I'm using a medical device myself. I mean, using Kangen water. So I'm pretty confident and I'm pretty cool that after several testings now, and with the kind of water that I'm taking in, so far so good. I haven't been tested positive whatsoever since the very start of outbreak, and I take a very very special precaution now. I follow PPEs, and I know some of it, but I will, as long as you hand wash yourself each time you're at work. Be careful in touching surfaces now, like tables, knobs, chairs, window, anything that people touches. Don't try not to touch. Or if you touch, make sure you have gloves or you have a tissue or anything that you can cover before you touch anything. Okay, and yeah, just just keep yourself sane. Don't try to fall in a trap of insanity, in a trap of depression or anything like that that can harm yourself. So stay safe, everyone. I think my tummy is calling now for me to have lunch so I can have my rest and go to work tonight. So thank you so much everyone for joining me and to keeping me company. I hope you enjoy our catching up and conversation and having some information about snow. So thank you so much, my source Wikipedia, for allowing me to have this a little bit of information sharing about the snow. At least people can have a bit of understanding also. So for those who hasn't experienced it, so they have the chance to prepare themselves, to appreciate what snow is, and to understand what it is all about, and to prepare themselves by proper gadgets and clothing if in the event one day they're planning to go to a place where there is abundance of snow. Thank you so much everybody and God bless. This is RodalynTV signing off. Bye everyone. Thank you. Love you all. So if you like my video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click share and leave a comment. Goodbye.